So today we are going to know how to install Active Directory in Server 2022 operating system, which is the latest server operating system. So before that, we have to configure few settings. Okay, so let's begin the class. So here I have a 2022 operating system. So first we have to follow some basic steps. So we are going to configure the system name. So you can see the device name. It is very long, right? So to easy to understand, we will change it to small one. Rename name. So what I can do is, so it's very easy to understand. So depending upon the depending upon your requirement, you can give any name. So whenever you change the server name, it's mandatory that you have to restart the machine. Okay, it is asking you to restart. So before that, I will configure the IP address. So so you can configure your IP address for the domain. So here I already configured it. I gave the domain IP address 192.168.1.5, and this is a subnet mask which taken automatically. Okay. When we install the domain, I will change the preferred DNS as well. Once you configure the IP address, now restart the machine. So one thing which I liked about Server 2022 operating system is like it is looking like Windows 10 operating system. The graphics part is totally different and it is very user friendly. So to restart the machine, it's like taking minute or two. So our machine is restarted now. Okay. Now we are going to install Active Directory services on this machine. Okay. So it's loading all the roles here. So we have to wait for a minute. Before that, I would like you to. So we have to change the IP address. So here we are getting the same IP address here. Close. So before that, open the server manager, click on add roles and features, click on next. So this is your machine name, click on next. So here you can see Active Directory Domain Services. Select it and click on add features. Now click on next, click on next, next, install. So it will install all the Active Directory services which is required for the domain. So this installation part will take like 30 to 40 minutes. Let's see if the installation is completed. Yes, you can see the configuration required. Installation succeeded. Now click on close. Click on the notification part. Here you can see a pop-up. Promote this server to a domain controller. Click on it. Okay. So this is a new forest. Here we have three options. Add a domain controller to an existing domain. We don't have a domain controller to add it. Add a domain to an existing forest. This is a new forest. So we will click on add a new forest. So this is my domain name, Sri Edam. So here we can select the functional level of the new forest and root domain. So what exactly it means is, in case in future if you are going to add any new member servers and what operating system it needs to be compatible with. So here we can click on the drop down. So we have operating system from server operating system from 2008, but we will select 2012. Okay, and these are the domain controller capabilities. Domain name server will be installed, global catalog will be installed, and RODC, read only domain controller. Now type the password. Click on next. You can skip this part. So it will check the computer name here. So you have to make sure your computer name and your domain name is not same. So here in this path, the database folder and log files syst volume folder will be saved. And database folder, it is ntds. So ntds, the database file will be saved. Active Directory database file will be saved in ntds format. Okay. Now click on next. So it will check all the requirements, pre-request. It's completed. Now click on install. Now it is installing the Active Directory on this machine. Okay, and it will take some time. We have to wait. So here our domain is installed and the server restarted. Here we can see Sri Idam. It is showing the domain name. Now we can click on local server. Here we can see it is showing sriidam.com. Now click on start to see if Active Directory is installed or not. Here you can find Active Directory related services. Click on Active Directory users and computers. So we successfully installed Active Directory domain services on server 2022. Thank you for watching. So in next class we are going to add a workgroup, a client operating system in the domain. Thank you.